Middle one. Today we're gonna make a revision. It's a mixed grammar revision, okay, but we'll start by revising the passive voice. Okay, so let's open a new page here. Okay, do you remember why we use the passive? Okay, the passive is used for three things. The first thing is when the object is more important than the subject. The object is more important, okay, than the subject. That's the first thing, okay. So the first thing we use the passive for. The passive for is when we want to describe something, a sentence in which the object is more important than the subject. The second thing we use the passive for is when we don't know the doer of the action. The doer of the action is unknown. Okay? And the third thing is when the doer of the action is obvious. The doer of the action is obvious. What's the meaning of that? For example, if I said that the criminal or the thief was arrested, who arrests the people? The police. So here, the doer of the action is obvious. Okay, what about number two? The doer of the action is unknown. That means that I don't know who did this action. Okay, so for example, like my window was broken. I don't know who did it. I don't know who broke my window. So that's the second thing. And when the object is more important than the subject, we have to start our sentence with the object. Okay, so I'll give you an example and then start answering. Okay, so here's our example. Adam cleans the room. Okay, so this is a sentence. It's in the present simple because the verb has an S. So how can I change this sentence into the passive voice? So here Adam is the subject. Okay, Adam is the subject, and cleans is the verb, and the room is the object. So Adam is the subject, cleans is the verb, and the room is the object. So I have to start my sentence in the passive, okay, with the object like that. Okay. So I'll give you an example here. Adam cleans the room, and as I said, Adam is the subject, cleans is the verb, the room is the object. So I have to start with the object. So the room. Okay, since this sentence is in the present simple, I have to put either am or is or are after the object. So the room is cleaned, and after putting am and is or are, I have to put the verb in the past participle. So the room is cleaned by Adam. Okay, and that's passive voice. Let's start answering together and start to remember our rule. Okay, the first sentence here. Okay, you should clean the bathroom this morning. Passive. What will I make here? So you here is the subject, should clean is the verb, and the bathroom is the object. So I have to start my sentence with the object. So the bathroom should be cleaned this morning by you. Minimize the handwriting here. The bathroom should be cleaned this morning by you. I hate this keyboard. So that's the first thing. In the modal verbs, which are should or can, when I want to make them in passive voice, I have to put them as they are, and then I'll put after them be. So like should be, will be, could be, can be, and so on. Okay, so you can reserve a table. Okay, as I said, can is a modal verb. So how can I change this sentence into passive? So a table can be reserved by you. Okay, let's go to number 3. So you can phone the information service for help. You can phone the information service for help. So you is the subject, okay? Can phone is the verb. The information service is the object. So my object here is the information service only, okay? So I have to start my sentence with the object. Good job. So the information service can be phoned for help by you. Okay. Somebody should repair this machine. So this machine is the object, somebody is the subject, and should repair is the verb. But in this sentence, I will not write by somebody, because here I don't know who did it, so I will not say by somebody. So to be like that, this machine should, this machine should be repaired, and that's it. This machine should be repaired. Okay? Okay, number 5. They should cancel the day trip. So, the day trip here is the object, so I have to start the sentence with it. So, the day trip should be cancelled by them. Okay, let's continue. We should clean these windows before tomorrow. So, these windows should be cleaned before tomorrow by us. Okay, so the next sentence is in the past simple, so that's different from the ones that we have been answering. So the workers gave the boss some flowers. So the workers are our subject, gave is the verb. Here we have two objects. We have the boss and we have some flowers. So I can put here two answers. Okay, so let's start with the boss. So I will consider flowers as my object. So some flowers. Okay, the sentence here is in the past simple. So in the past simple, I have to put was or were before the verb in the past participle. So some flowers were given to the boss by the workers. That's the first answer. I will say the second answer if you want to write it down. So, as I said, the first one, some flowers were given to the boss by the workers, and here I considered flowers or some flowers as my object. But if I want to consider the boss as my object, so it will be like that. The boss was given some flowers by the workers. Again, the boss was given some flowers by the workers. Either answer is correct. Okay? Now let's go to number 8. The police followed the thieves into a building. So here, the object, my object, is the thieves. So, the thieves, was or were, am or is or are. This sentence is in the past simple. So I have to use was or were after the object, and then the past participle. So the thieves were followed into a building by the police. Sorry for that. Okay. Number 9, the mechanic can't fix my car, so my car can't be fixed by the mechanic. Okay? Okay. So, number 10. So, number 10, the neighbor has told us the news. So, here it's a little bit tricky because the news is an uncountable noun. So, the news, this sentence is in the present perfect. In the present perfect, I have to put have or has plus been plus the past participle. So the news has been told. The neighbor has told us the news. Here I have two objects. I have us or the news, like the one in the flowers and the boss. Question number 7. So I here consider the news as my object. So the news has been told to us by the neighbor. Okay? The second answer may be like that. Wait. Sorry for that. The news has been told to us by the neighbor. The second answer will be we have been told the news by the neighbor. Okay? Okay. Okay, now let's answer this complete question. We are finished with the passive now. Let's answer this page. Complete the sentences using the past simple or the past continuous. Let me remind you quickly that we use the past simple to describe an action that happened, started, and finished in the past without any effect now in the present time, or to describe a series of events like a story or something like that. And the past continuous is used to describe an action that happened or was happening in the past in a specific time, and this action took some time. Like I was playing football yesterday at 7. Okay, I have to mention a specific time. Okay, so my uncle got a lot of money to buy a new sports car 2 years ago. Here I don't have a specific time. He just said 2 years ago. He didn't mention when exactly. So here the sentence will be in the past simple. So the answer will be saved. Okay, number 2. Bernardo does walk his dogs when he does see your girlfriend with Sergio. So here, this sentence, I have two actions, okay? So, one action was happening in the past, in a specific time, when another action interrupted it, okay? So, Bernardo was walking his dog, when he saw your girlfriend with Sergio. I have a long action, which was walking the dogs, and I have a short action, so, okay, because the verb see doesn't take the ing form. Okay, number 3. Margaret does reply all the letters she does receive last week. Okay, here I have two sentences. I have to use my mind and consider which action is the long action and which action is the short one. So here the word reply, of course you will take some time to reply the letters to write back to your friends. So this is the long action. So Margaret was replying all the letters she received, the short action. Okay? Okay, number 4. While Julian does repair his motorbike, his grandfather does a magazine. So here we have two actions that were happening in the past, but without any interruption. Julian was repairing his car, while Julian was repairing his motorbike, his grandfather was reading. Two actions in the past that were happening together at the same time without any interruption. Okay, the last one, Andrew does give some money to his sister and she does tell him thank you. So both actions are short actions. Okay, Andrew gave some money, not giving. He's not giving her the money all the time. So Andrew gave some money to his sister and she told him, not was telling him thank you. Okay, it was just a short
action.